Hi, my name's Rob Buckman, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm the chair of the West Midlands Green Party. I'd like to start by saying a huge thank you for inviting me to today's event. I would love to have been there for reasons I'll go into in a moment, but I'm going to have to start with an apology. I can't be there in person because, rather joyfully, my wife gave birth to a little boy called Arthur a month ago, and so I'm at home helping her look after him and our 2-year-old daughter. So it's chaos here, as you can imagine. The reasons I'd love to have been there with you are not just to escape the chaos here, but also because I really want to make sure that you guys understand just how important what you're doing is. Not just to Worcester and the fact that you're changing politics and the way things happen at home, but also what an inspiration you are to the rest of the West Midlands region, and also how important your role is within the wider national party. When I joined the committee a few years ago, it was as treasurer, and it was largely because A, my local party weren't doing much, so I had a bit of spare time, and B, because I just wanted to push the Green Party across the region. So I joined, and I slowly started getting this picture that the West Midlands were doing something rather special, and the National Party seemed to be paying attention to that. We, for example, have more Green councillors per member than any other regional party in the country, and that doesn't really make sense because we don't have any strong Green areas. Our support in general elections, for example, is rather low. But yet we do so well regionally. We have the most staff time paid for by the fundraising we've done, and we probably affect more change politically than any other region as well. And the National Party now look to us, look to the West Midlands to be the inspiration. And the West Midlands is only as good as its top 2 or 3 parties, and Worcester absolutely are one of those top 2 or 3 parties. I mean, there's some amazing stuff happening in Solihull where they got 10 councillors and they are the official opposition, and they're able to do some really important things there. But Worcester, in the city council where we've got the balance of power, what Louis and Neil are bringing through is really inspiring. The bringing in the living wage is a huge thing that's going to affect lots of people's lives. There's the money and the resources that have been found for putting solar panels on roofs, on insulating the Guildhall, on planting more trees. There's the fact that no snares are going to be put on council land anymore, and I could go on, but the fact is you're changing the way that politics works there, and that inspiration really drives forward what other parties think is possible that they can achieve. And I hope in some ways the fact that you were nominated for 5 out of the 9 awards in the regional celebration in the summer gave you some indication, including winning one, of course. And the fact that Worcester were one of only 2 parties that were nominated for 2 different national awards, the other being the Isle of Wight and the really impressive campaign in the general election this summer there. So I'm going to stop rabbiting on and just want to express to you on my behalf and also on behalf of the National Party and the Regional Party how grateful we are for everything that you've done to this point and how excited we are about your future prospects. Holding the balance of power with 2 councillors requires certain maths, so if the Conservatives are able to make strides forward, that's going to be a real issue to us, which is why I'm very excited about the prospect of Louise becoming another councillor and growing that Green group and allowing us to do far more going forward. So thank you again for what you've done, and I'm really excited to see how things turn out in May. Thank you and very good luck.